Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Boogie Stitcher on YouTube, Shleezum_Boogie Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another unboxing. This one is from Vipcrossstitch. I will leave all of their information in the description box down below in case you guys are interested. We have a cross stitch, we have a crochet item, and then kind of an accessory. And totally off topic, but does anyone else have these? Like, I feel like I have little horns. Okay, back on topic. Let's go ahead and dive right in. First things first, we'll start with the accessories. I have been seeing these like bags pop up everywhere anytime I look for, go down. Anytime I am like looking on any of the websites. I think technically this is for diamond painting, but I wanted to see if it would work for cross stitch. So sprinkling. It's supposed to be like a dust-proof bag. Oh yeah, this is huge. This is huge. Here's my arm. Very big bag, but this will totally work for cross stitch. I also wonder if I can like sew through this and make like multiple bags because this thing is so big. I don't know, we'll see, but this is definitely like a really good size. We'll try putting the pattern in it later. It's got like a little drawstring closure. You know, you got the little like push button thing right there that you can push to close the bag. And it's like a PUL. It's like a waterproof material. So it should work pretty good. It's just really big. It's bigger than what I was expecting. So we'll give it a try. Next up, so Halloween just passed and I crochet my kids their Halloween costumes. So I decided to get some crochet hooks. This came in a set of bamboo, stained bamboo. So we have like all different sizes here. I don't know if anyone crochets or not. So I wanted to give these a shot. Oop, almost dropped one. I got them and I don't know if it says what. Yeah, I think it's like a complete set all the way through a 10mm, which is really big, and as small as a 3mm. So yeah, a huge array of hooks. I attempted to use these on the projects that I was crocheting and the yarn was sticking to the hook. So I was using a K, in US sizes. I believe it was this one, a 7mm. But my yarn was like a halo. It's like a crayon halo is the name of it, and it's got like a little bit of a lift, a fuzzy texture, and it was sticking to the wood inside. So I need to try this with more of like an acrylic blend and see if it sticks, and then give it a shot. We'll just have to see, but I didn't have the patience or the time to try and pick something else when using them. Here we go. This sucker is gonna drive me nuts. There we go. No longer have horns. Yay! Anyway, so they were sticking. So if you're using fuzzy yarn, don't get these. Or if that's like all that you crochet with. So I'll have to try them out with acrylic and let you guys know how that goes. All right, last up we have our cross stitch pattern. Of course, this is mostly a cross stitch channel, so lots of crinkling. Okay, I'm a huge fan of castles. I love all castles. I love like old Victorian houses, castles, you name it, I love it. So I decided to get this one. 'Tis the season. It's like snowy, beautiful castle-like house. Beautiful. I love it. It's a 50 by 65. And so it's going to be a pretty decent size, but it gives me the Christmas vibes for sure. So it is on poster paper. I do see, however, that there was bleeding on this poster paper. So these poster patterns are water soluble. If they get wet, they will get ruined. And you can tell on the instructions, we have some bleeding happening here. This could be them getting too hot and sticking together. It could also be that they got wet. So the last couple of patterns I've gotten, the poster pattern has had that happen. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at the pattern. It doesn't look like it's too bad. There's definitely some spots that are questionable, but I think it's mostly bulk stitching, so I can tell the I can tell what the symbol is supposed to be. So for example, here is where you can see some of the bleeding on the pattern. Oops, sorry, bumped you. It's just you can't tell the defined boxes, but you can easily, not easily, but you can see that one's orange, one's yellow, and one's red. And one is like a red box dash. So it's only going to be a problem if I have a problem with any of the stamping. I don't think, or I hope that I'm not going to. So yeah, that's what it looks like as compared to this, where you can see the individual boxes in the middle. So not a huge deal unless I have problems. If I have problems though, you can reach out to the company you bought the pattern from and say, hey, something's wrong with my stamped kit. Can you send me the PDF pattern? And they will send you a PDF version of the pattern. Most of them. I haven't had a problem doing that. But anyway, so here is the whole thing. It's biggin'. We have instructions I don't use, the pattern picture, and then the giant pattern. And then this one has, let's see how many colors it has. 42 colors. I'm actually kind of surprised because this one doesn't have a ton of different colors in it. I feel like it's all kind of like a monotone type of pattern, just because there's just the sky. But anyway, 42 colors will be really good with the detail. All right, it comes with a toolkit. We got pom-pom gold tip needles, thimble, and a needle threader. And let's take a look at the canvas. Ooh, the canvas is a little bit softer. It's like my lighthouse. I know I always say my lighthouse, but the lighthouse was the first pattern that I got that has this type of canvas. So it's like, it's softer feeling, not quite as scratchy of a canvas. All right, it looks like we have decent margins, about 1.5 to 2 inches. It is serged all the way around as well, and they cut this off, which is nice because I tend to sew the serge part into the back of the pattern, so I have to cut them. But yeah, here is the whole thing. I do like that I can see the lamp post and the trees. I can see some of the outlines of the building, so that's really nice. I'm very motivated by progress, and like I'm a progress stitcher. So I pick a piece of the pattern and I stitch that, and I get motivated by doing so. Sometimes then I move on after I stitch that specific detail, but sometimes that motivates me more to get like another piece or a detail done. So when I can see the outlines of some of the things, like this section right here is a little part of the house, that motivates me to work on it. Let's take a look at the stamping. The stamping is good. So there's good stamping and there's crisp stamping. I consider crisp stamping not quite as thick and very, very just spot on. This is good stamping. I'll show you a confetti area here. So I can easily read all of those symbols. Not a problem at all. Nice stamping. And again, there's 42 colors, so let's take a look at the colors. More crinkling, sorry. And this is a fairly big pattern, so we do have some extra colors. We have 310, 939, I think this is 823. Yeah, and 823. Those are like the colors that I'm drawn to for some reason. I love blue, but I tend, I guess, to love dark colors because these 3 colors are 9 times out of 10 in one of my patterns, in like every pattern. But there's those ones. And then these are also favorite colors of mine. We got 930 and 3750. So those are also, this is my combo right here. Okay, we also have floss cards, which I'm so thankful for because I don't like the floss drops when it comes to stamped kits. So here's our extra. And I love this. Reminds me of the beach right here. That's nice. So there's those. And then here is our main card right here. So lots of tannish browns and slated grays and blues in this one. totally fine with that. Those, again, my colors. And here's the other side. That's pretty. There we go. So that is it for this unboxing, but there is going to be a stitch with me right afterwards where I'm also going to show you how I normally get things in the hoop, how I start my stamped kits in case you are new to the channel and you haven't seen those videos before. So stay tuned for that. We will go ahead and get started on the stitch with me. If you're headed out, then thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you're staying tuned for the stitch with me, then let's get to it. Okay, so here we are at one of my chairs, and this is like my rocking chair that I put the teeny tiny to sleep on. So we have our pattern right here, and so if you are like not quite used to getting the canvas or the hoop on your canvas, it's a fresh stamped kit. I like to like roughen up the kit by rolling it around and crinkling it and stuff. That really helps. But I've done this a fair bit of times, so I can normally finagle it on without having to do that. For right now, I'm looking at the pattern and I'm seeing like what detail I want to stitch on, and I love lamp posts. So I'm actually going to be starting over here to do the lamp part, and then I'll be doing the tree and the lamp post right here. So right now I'm just going to be doing this light. So I disconnect my hoop. I put just a circle underneath the section that I want to do, and then I put the other hoop on top and I just push it down. This is significantly easier on a hard surface because then you can just push it, and of course mine's like a moving rocking chair, so I'm gonna have to do this holding it, but that's how you would do it on a flat surface like the ground or like a flat couch. Nice flat couch. But of course I can't record out in the living room right now, so here we are finagling it like I normally do. Actually, let's just try doing it on the floor. Let's move you guys. And we're impromptu. Drop you down a little bit more. There you go. Now you can see my carpet. And I'm gonna get on the floor. See if you can see this. Hopefully you can. There we go. Okay, I'm down on the floor because I want you guys to be able to see how I normally do it if you're having a hard time. So you just push it on there, push, 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 push. If it's not pushing all the way around, you can loosen it some more. Push it, push, 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 push. Then I'm gonna pick up one end and push it through and just start working my way around until I can reach the top and start tightening it a little. Tight, 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 tight. Now I'm just going to work my way around to make sure that it's fully in there. Hopefully you can see this. And then I tighten the poop out of it. And then I start pulling on my fabric to make sure it's tight enough because I really like a tight canvas. And there you go. Hopefully you can see what I just did there, but we're in the hoop. So let's go ahead and scooch back over here and we'll get started on stitching. Let's move you up. There we go, right there. And I will go ahead and pause you and I will grab my frame and we'll get going. Okay, I decided not to do the stand just because I think it's gonna bang. I just got a new Bulbasaur tattoo on my leg, and I think it's just gonna get in the way. So I got everything ready. I got a needle minder. This is a wood-burned needle minder of my dog made by Craft the Easy Hands. I'll leave all of her information in the description box down below in case you're interested. We're gonna start with this 41 color right here. There's a lot of it, so I just thought that would be a good idea. I have my 18 count tapestry needle because I am going to be doing tent stitch with 6 strands on this kit. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. I like to use half of what they give me in the floss card. I'll show you that. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so I figured I'll just get her done. So I pull one of the threads, all 6 strands, and I pull it about there, And then I clip it in half because if I leave it full length, it's too long for me and I'm pulling way too much. It's not really good on the shoulder and they get tangled. So then I have the two ends and I just grab one and I pull, and then the other one stays on the floss card nice and easy, and I can just pull that off next time. So now I'm going to do, there we go. We got it on there. This might be too big. This is not an 18 count tapestry needle. This is one of my cross stitch needles. Hold on a sec. I was like, that is way too big. Yeah, this is my cross stitch tapestry needle. Hold on one second. Okay, and we're back. There we go. We got our 18 tapestry needle now. Significantly smaller than the crochet tapestry needle, but still bigger than the needles that come with the kits. I like to leave a fairly small distance between the end and the tail, just because I don't like to have to pull very far and I don't want anything to get tangled. And let's go ahead and get started here. Make sure I'm at like the right angle. Okay, let's start over here. So I like to just start stitching. I don't pull the tail all the way through. So I leave a little bit and then I just put my needle right back down in there, and 90% of the time that locks the thread through. I just don't pull too hard until I start stitching a couple other stitches. And then if there's still a tail on the front, like hanging on, I'll clip it later. But this is how I stitch. And two-handed stitching is definitely what I prefer. Might be a little wiggly since I don't have a frame for filming, but I'll do my best here. One day I'll have enough time to be able to start doing more of these, and then I'll get really good at stitch with me's. There we go. We're starting to get in the rhythm. Hopefully I'm not making you guys sick by moving the frame a bunch, but if I am, just listen. Don't look at the camera. I hope you all are doing well. It's almost Thanksgiving here in the States. And we're going to do a non-traditional Thanksgiving here at my house. Normally I have everybody over and we all make a big Thanksgiving. And I cook for everybody and it's super awesome. But my family has other plans this year, so I decided to invite the other part of the family over. But this time, like, the big majority of the family can't make it. So we decided to do a non-traditional Thanksgiving. So we're going to be making like spaghetti and tater tot casserole and stuff instead of a big turkey dinner, which will be fun because it's just basically treating it like a get-together. Be thankful for our family. But I'm thankful for all of you, my family, my friends, my stitching family. Just thank you all so much for watching and commenting, and I've made so many friends doing this YouTube channel. It's been awesome. You still see okay? Am I zoomed in all the way? Yeah, okay. I guess I can lower you guys down too. Let me just lower you a little. And we'll get you all a little closer. There we go. How's that? We'll try that out. Stay. Don't fall. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Anyway, just been hanging out here. Super busy. Always busy. It's always a sporting event to go to, or doctor's appointment, or dentist appointment, or, you know, whatever. And school. But we are good here. It's the autumn here now. So I just got done blowing a bunch of leaves yesterday. And the kids raked up a huge like leaf pile and were jumping in the pile, which was super cool. I remember doing that when I was little, so that was kind of cool to see. And I didn't want to disturb them playing, so I brought out some hot chocolate and surprised them and a little snack. They thought that was the coolest thing. So then they came inside and grabbed straws because I forgot the straws. But then they were out there playing in the leaves and drinking hot chocolate. It was super fun. I crave those days where you can just watch your kids, you know, be kids. It's just good for the soul to watch. It's almost time to go get a Christmas tree. We normally get it after Thanksgiving. I think we might, I'll probably just stick with that, honestly. I normally keep the Christmas tree up till my birthday, which is January 8th, but I think this year I'm just going to take it down after Christmas. That way I only have to clean my house once instead of twice, because we have everybody over at our house for Christmas. And so, but yeah, we normally go out into the woods and cut down a tree. We can buy a permit where we live, and it allows us to go to certain sections of like our county to be able to cut down a tree from the woods instead of buying one from a tree farm. So that's what we normally do. We make like a big deal about it, either make hot chocolate or like popcorn or something cool, and then we all go tree hunting, which is pretty fun. The kids really like it, and I like it too. But yes, we'll be doing that soon. I'll get some Christmas stuff up. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love decorating for Christmas and the feel in the air. It just feels merry and bright. And yeah, I love Christmas. It's not about the presents for me. It's just about the feel in the air. Like the crisp mornings, the hot coffee and hot chocolate, the kids getting excited. Everyone just seems to be nicer like around this time of year. We get to hang up our Christmas lights, and I decorate our house, and it's a lot of fun around this time of year. I really like it. I hope you all watched my last YouTube video. It's the my crazy star Titus whip update, but it also talks about the traveling pattern, how it's doing, and the new traveling pattern that you can opt into. So if you haven't watched that, go check it out. I'm gonna close that opt-in and do the drawing on my next whip update video, probably a week from now. I tend to get like a fair bit of like stitching progress in a week or two, just because I stitched on so many different things. And so I feel like if I wait to do the video for 2 to 3 weeks, it's almost overwhelming getting everything that I stitched on out, because I stitch on a lot of things all the time. I don't always get a ton of stitching time on all the things, but I touch all of the things. So it's easier, or it's been nice to do it like every week and a half. So around there. Let's play thread chicken. Do you think I can make it? I have like this much left. Let's see. I don't know. I think I might lose. Oh, I just have one more stitch. Get it in there. I did it. Yay! Alright, y'all, thank you so much for joining me for my tiny little Stitch With Me video. Just wanted to try out this Vipcrossstitch pattern with everybody and start working on the lantern, because who doesn't love a nice bright light? Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Vipcrossstitch, for sending this pattern over to me. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you all stay safe, stay warm, and take care. Bye!